All right. Here we go.
Hi, thanks for joining us on The Sound of Toronto. My name is Jesse Elliott. We've got a great show in store for you. This week we visit Panflute builder Kevin Budd. We go to the Royal Conservatory of Music's community program. We also see Kiyoshi Nagata's taiko drumming ensemble, and we even go to Long McQuaid's keyboard department. I'm standing right now in front of Book City, a lovely bookstore on Bloor Street just east of Bathurst. You can find a great selection of music books here, but you can also find musician and composer Don V playing outside. We're going to have an opportunity later in the program to talk to Don more about his music, but first, let's check out our visit to Kevin Budd, Panflute builder.
This is a Romanian-style panflute with bamboo tubes. This has an oak bottom. This is one I made, and it's really a Romanian style because of the curve, and the tubes have a smaller diameter as they go up. This has a range of about 26 tubes, so I have low notes. And the Romanian style is tuned in G major. So there's our basic do, re, mi, fa scale. Get ready for this, it gets a little loud. This even has one extra tube for imitating birds on one piece. This has no mechanisms, no fipple to change the sound like a recorder, no buttons or keys or anything. Now I can bend the notes. I can do single tonguing, ta-ta-ta, double tonguing, triple, which is ta-ta-ta-ta. The South American style tends to be quite a windy style, partly because of the edge, and the tubes tend to be a smaller diameter, the instruments are straight and usually tied together. So for example, and they would use a throat vibrato like a pulsing. Romanian style uses a left-hand vibrato, moving the whole instrument. I'll play the same tune even though it's South American, but Romanian style. The Romanian version and the Romanian technique is probably the highest level of building and playing in the world. But the South American is its own school, and it's very, very different and works perfectly for South American music. Nobody really knows where it started. It may have in fact started in several different places. It's a very ancient instrument, and it's sort of the national instrument of Romania, even though the legend we have comes from Greece. Here's a very simple version of what the god Pan might have played. I finally went to Romania because I was looking for any way of learning it and finding more about it, and there was nothing in North America at the time. And later on I also did some work with some other teachers in Chicago, and again back in Romania and in Switzerland. Originally I started building because I had to. There were no instruments here, so I had to learn how to make them from a few pictures. So I start by cutting up long pieces of bamboo, and I have to be careful to get the right diameter and the wall thickness and make sure the tube is straight and not cracked. Clean out the inside of the bamboo. I scrape the enamel off the outside of the bamboo pieces and then flatten the sides of each piece and fit them together over a form and glue them together. After that, I take them off the form. I put a base on the bottom made of 3 pieces, bottom part, and smooth the edges and shape the edges carefully, and then tune it by putting wax into the tubes and matching it with an electronic tuner. As an experiment, I came up with this idea, which is an instrument with, you might call, square tubes. It's easier to learn on because every note is exactly the same distance. Hasn't become popular yet, but you know, they say if you build a better pan flute, the world will beat a path to your door. If a person is looking for lessons or instruments or just advice, they can look at a website, kevinbuddmusic.com, and there will be links to me. They can send me an email, and my telephone number's there. They can phone me, and I'm happy to tell them what I know.
We really enjoyed our visit with Kevin Budd, and I would really recommend that anyone with an interest in pan flute contact Kevin.